he's ever seen in his life has been me and Manny Pacquiao.
Really?
Yeah. I won't disclose what took place, but it's been great.
You say you knocked out Manny Pacquiao?
I don't know what that means.
But he's still young. He's strong. He's a big boy. Pacquiao is 46, man. It's tough, man.
Kind of, in the most respectful way, like make him regret, coming out of retirement, to face me.
Reports of Manny Pacquiao's sparring session before to his battle with Mario Barrios have stunned the boxing community. Although he acknowledged that they trained together. His sparring partner would not provide any information about what transpired. He allegedly laughed without providing a definitive response when asked if he had knocked Pacquiao out. This enigmatic remark has raised questions over Pacquiao's health and if he is indeed ready for the fight.
So now you're a big deal. And didn't you spar Manny Pacquiao around that time?
Yeah.
How's Manny Pacquiao in the ring?
Oh, man, we worked so much. We worked so much together. Freddie Roach, I can quote him. He said that the best fights, sparring he's ever seen in his life has been me and Manny Pacquiao.
Really?
Yeah. I won't disclose what took place, but it's been great.
You say you knocked out Manny Pacquiao?
I don't know what that means. I have amnesia.
Okay.
Given that Manny Pacquiao is 46 years old and the odds are stacked against him, veteran trainer Robert Garcia has expressed grave concerns about his comeback. Garcia cites the harsh demands of contemporary boxing and the substantial danger component for someone far past his peak as reasons why he thinks it is foolish to return to the ring. He noted that even though Manny has achieved more than most boxers ever can, he has yet to lose. It is impossible to overlook the age difference between Pacquiao and today's top boxers. Garcia claims that Pacquiao no longer possesses the same level of quickness, reflexes, and stamina, and that may make all the difference in a battle of this magnitude.
And lastly, Robert, do you think Pacquiao wins this fight?
Man, look, Pacquiao's is a legend. He's a legend. He's man, everybody, myself, Mexicans, people love him because he's just such a great person. He helps a lot. Everything he does is to help people out, and I know of so many stories of people that he's helped, that he's done in his country. So you can't help not like him and not wish him well. But I got 36. It's too hard.
46, yeah. 46.
Oh, my bad. 46. Yeah. He's 4 years younger than me, man. I don't see myself even able to, box for 12 rounds against a young fighter. Even though Barrios might be the lighter of the welterweight division,
right?
But he's still young. He's strong. He's a big boy. Pacquiao is 46, man. It's tough, man. But it's been done before, man. Foreman done it. Hopkins did it. That Leonard came back. Also and did it after a long retirement. So is it possible? Yeah. Does he have the talent to do it? Yeah. Was he one of the best fighters of all times? Yeah. So we could see him pull it off, man. But I really don't. I don't see it happening.
Sports. Commentators have been hesitant to completely support Pacquiao's return. Their skepticism stems from the current situation rather than from any doubts about his legacy. They do admit, though, that Manny's choice to return was not taken lightly. Coming out of retirement at this point shows a strong sense of self-worth and an unwavering trust in oneself. They contend that unless he genuinely thought he could still compete, a boxer like Pacquiao wouldn't risk everything. Some acknowledge that Manny's heart and spirit of competition may be sufficient to see him through, even as they avoid making wild predictions. An upset victory is still possible if he is properly trained and his timing comes back during the bout.
Everyone's going to be paying attention. I know I have been these last couple of weeks, watching all these old fights, looking at interviews, watching him train. It just makes you think, like, does he have one more in him? I don't know. He thinks so. And we're going to watch him try at least.
Against Mario Barrios, he's going to be looking for the WBC World titles, right?
Yeah. Barrios is a world champion in a welterweight division that is about as weak as I've ever seen it. I think probably probably people older than me won't ever remember. This might be the weakest welterweight division in history, you know, especially with the removal of Ennis, who's likely seen his last fight at welterweight. You know, I do believe that there are guys coming up in the pipeline that are pretty good welterweights, but they're not at the championship, or they're not getting the championship shot quite yet. But if there's a moment in time where an older fighter can jump in and maybe, you know, steal a moment or steal a belt and win a championship and do something special, it's probably right now. You know, it's Mario Barrios losing the welterweight title isn't exactly Michael Moore losing the heavyweight title to George Foreman, when Moore had just beaten Evander Holyfield. You know, it was a shock when Foreman beat him, but nonetheless, it's still an accomplishment. And you know, I think, dude, I think Barrios sucks. So I think I think
Mario Barrios has made his intentions clear ahead of his fight with Manny Pacquiao, calling the legend's return from retirement a serious mistake. Confident and focused, Barrios believes Pacquiao is no longer the same fighter who once ruled the sport. After closely analyzing Pacquiao's recent training footage, Barrios noted a clear decline in speed and conditioning, emphasizing that age plays a critical role at the elite level. While he respects Pacquiao's accomplishments, Barrios is convinced that the current version of the Filipino icon is far removed from his prime. Determined to make a statement, Barrios sees this bout as his chance to rise to the next level. He's not just aiming to win, he plans to do so decisively and use this moment to cement his own place in boxing's spotlight.
To get in this camp.
So yeah, then I guess I'll put it this way, like, I don't think based on that then you should be surprised with anything Manny does, or is it like, well, we'll see with the first punch how that mimics the sparring?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like the like best way, right? Because I mean, again, we have been trying to mimic or trying to get the looks that Manny brings as best as we can, but still, everything it's gonna come down to fight night. I'm still preparing for the best version of like Manny that I can. I'm not going in there expecting to be like facing an old man. So yeah, I'm expecting him to be fast, to be moving. So yeah, I'm just expecting the best from him.
I would think because you're younger, that the later the fight goes, the more it's in your favor, right? Like, do you guys feel that?
I feel that I have confidence, and the more the longer the fight goes, right? It's I mean it's my job to go in there and yeah, like make him feel like the old man, make him feel kind of in the most respectful way, like make him regret coming out of retirement to face me, make him question it, right? Like why did I come back for this?
Concerns over Pacquiao's physical health have been raised by a number of observers, including one particularly outspoken panel of 11 specialists. They recall his most recent fight, which ended in an unconvincing manner, and note that his performance lacked the footwork and sharpness for which he was previously renowned. They all tend to agree that this battle is quite dangerous, especially in light of Mario Barrios' strength and endurance. Many anticipate that a knockout is not only feasible, but also likely if Manny is unable to keep up with the pace or take the punishment as well as he once did. Most people concur that it is a risky gamble to enter the ring at 46 against a younger, even though they respect his bravery.
So Manny Pacquiao is going to get knocked out by Mario Barrios. And I get it, like, Mario Barrios is like far from a good fighter. Mario Barrios is one of the worst champions in all of boxing, but Manny Pacquiao is so old, bro. I think a lot of you guys forget Manny Pacquiao fought last year and he arguably lost to like a Muay Thai kickboxer dude. Like, this dude wasn't even a boxer. Yes, he was really big, but the dude was just not a boxer. Honestly, I think the WBC should call this fight off. I think it's not too late to kind of go back on your word and let's call this one off. This fight should not be sanctioned by anybody. This fight should not be allowed. At least Mario Barrios should be stripped of his WBC title for defending it against a 46-year-old. Is there a slim chance Manny Pacquiao is able to outmaneuver him and maybe outpoint him, punch, around him? Yeah, maybe. But realistically, it won't happen. But if he does, I think it will solidify him as the greatest boxer of all time. No questions about it. I think if he does win this fight, it would put him clearly over Ali, Ray Robinson, Ray Leonard, and Floyd Mayweather. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on how y'all feel about this fight.
Coach Joel Diaz gave a realistic and respectful assessment of the game. While acknowledging Pacquiao's legendary position and many accomplishments, he emphasized that age is an unavoidable fact. Barrios, who is significantly younger, has the inherent benefit of energy, recuperation, and physical acuity, Diaz remarked. Diaz believes that although Manny was once a master of angles and quickness, such qualities deteriorate over time.
Yeah. Mario Barrios is younger. He's younger. He's big. He's a big boy. I mean, he still has a little bit more youth in him than Manny. You know, Manny, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mario Barrios is probably same size as Margarito.
I think so, like 5'10", 5'11".
Around there, yeah. And Manny at this age, he shouldn't be fighting. You know, I mean, in my opinion, I respect the man a lot. He gave the sport of boxing his life. He gave us great moments, great memories.
Manny Pacquiao's advanced age and prolonged inactivity are among the most urgent issues. Re-entering the elite level requires significant mental and physical adaptations after years away from professional play. Time away from the ring impacts not just muscle memory and cardiovascular fitness, but also the capacity to adjust to the changing tactics of younger competitors. Even a slight delay in responding can result in a deadly hit in boxing, where time and rhythm are crucial. There's no denying Manny's former prowess. However, excellence by itself cannot turn back the biological clock, as detractors highlight.
I think people are forgetting Pacquiao has a championship fight this weekend against Mario Barrios. And I don't know what to really think about this one. So, I took a screenshot of this and circled it. Pacquiao's 46 years old. See, status inactive. And, I don't know. I don't know how, one, they gave this guy a license to have this fight. I get Manny Pacquiao, who he used to be, and how truly good he really was. Not that guy anymore. Going against a guy who's young and Mario Barrios and talented. And then if you look at Pacquiao's resume going into this fight. So obviously you have his loss in 2015 to Mayweather. And we'll just go up. And look, he beat Bronner in 2019. That win didn't age too well, but it's a very good win. Beats Keith Thurman, who beat Barrios. And he loses to Ugas in UD, who, by the way, gets cooked by Barrios 2 years later. Pacquiao, at this point, will have had a 4-year layoff going into this fight, or a 3-year and 11-month layoff, if you look at that. Going into a championship fight against a guy who's young and decently talented. Is it a winnable fight? Yes, it is. Manny Pacquiao's 46 years old. He's an old man. I doubt he will get the job done. Don't be surprised if he does, though. Don't be surprised. I hope he does. I mean, who doesn't like Manny Pacquiao? But we'll see. But what do we think? Should Pacquiao even have a license to be boxing this weekend?
Owen Zeidel, an analyst, is adamant that this battle represents the end of an era. According to his prediction, Barrios will win handily, and Manny Pacquiao will declare his ultimate retirement from boxing. Sean claims that Pacquiao's record won't just be a loss in this bout, that it will serve as a declaration to mark the passing of the torch. Although he praises Manny for standing up and facing a formidable foe, he points out that Barrios has a distinct advantage due to his activity and hunger.
The jab is what can neutralize Pacquiao. It's what helped Ugas neutralize Manny in between those bursts that you know are coming. So we'll see. My first thought of this fight was Sugar Ray Leonard when he came back against Hector Camacho. I think we get Barrios winning, and I think Manny announces an emotional retirement in the ring in a beautiful moment after the fight. He's one of those guys that needs to lose against an ordinary type of fighter like Barrios to truly know it's over, because without a shadow of a doubt, 10 years ago, he would have handled Barrios with ease, and that's not a diss to Barrios. So you gotta lose to a Joe Smith. You gotta lose to a Mario Barrios. Manny is one of the fighters that won't stop until you make him stop. So Saturday night, I think Mario Barrios finally makes him stop.
This is going to be a bad night for Manny. One of the things that I really thought made Manny special, and what I noticed in the ring too, was his first step. It was so damn fast. Fastest hands I ever fought in a ring was Amir Khan. Fastest first step was Manny Pacquiao. His ability to pull the trigger early on, pop that straight left hand right down the middle. If I see him go out there, pop that straight left hand on the heavy-footed Mario Barrios and bangs him, cracks him with her left hand early, I'm like, okay, we got to fight. If I see him falling out of position, being off balance, getting square, and getting countered early on, I'm gonna know right away this is gonna be a bad night for me.
Manny Pacquiao returns to the ring against a young fighter, champion WBC, Mario Barrios. How do you see that fight playing out?
Barrios is a tall guy, and he's a tough guy. You know, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because Pacquiao is a champion, the holder of the records of 8 divisions, and he knows how to fight, he knows how to win, so you always got to give it that opportunity for him to show up. And now whoever shows up in that ring, whether it's a desire to win or just try to be there, that's a question that we have to see. But I believe that he has the ability to do something to win the fight against Barrios.